So what's happening over at DC Studios? Because the other day it was revealed that they've been using AI on the Supergirl movie, and I just kind of want to, I don't know, offer my views on this situation. It was leaked a little while back by an apparent insider that DC Studios was using AI on their projects, and at the time I don't think anyone believed it, because James Gunn has openly said he's so against AI, and now this image of Craig Gillespie and the Supergirl team using AI to mock up images of Jason Momoa as Lobo have now come to light. It's now seeming that this insider who scooped it initially is actually on the ball. He also predicted that AI was being used on the Man of Tomorrow film coming in 2027, and that it was also being discussed about James Gunn and Peter Safran stepping down after sort of Man of Tomorrow. So I just kind of want to look back and remember when James Gunn initially announced Chapter 1 of DC Studios, which was called Gods and Monsters, and just see actually where we are with that. So he announced Creature Commandos, he announced Waller, he announced Superman Legacy, Lanterns, The Authority, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, The Brave and the Bold, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing. And obviously I know that wasn't like a definitive list of this is what you're getting, that's it. But let's go through and see what's been cancelled. I mean, Creature Commandos, we've had Season 1 of that, which was great. Loved it. Season 2's coming soon, I think. Waller, cancelled. Superman Legacy, just Superman. It did okay, I think. Lanterns, that's coming soon. The Authority, cancelled. Paradise Lost, cancelled. Brave and the Bold. Who knows where we are with that? There's been absolutely no announcements about that, other than it's a Batman and Robin film. Don't know who Batman is, don't know who Robin is, don't know what the premise is. It's just silent. And then Booster Gold, currently cancelled. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow did terribly, one of the worst performing superhero films in like the past 10 years. And Swamp Thing, who knows what's happening with Swamp Thing? James Gunn's come out and said it's still being worked on, and he said that about Paradise Lost, he said that about Booster Gold, he said that about The Authority, so I'm presuming give it another 6 weeks and Swamp Thing's probably going to be cancelled. Meanwhile, other projects like Mr. Miracle, Dynamic Duo, Clayface, which weren't announced in Gods and Monsters, have not only been announced but are being actively worked on now. Like, they've gotten over the whole script issue. They've gotten over who's being cast. It's happening. Clayface is coming out in October. That wasn't announced 3 years ago. But bloody Swamp Thing, that was announced 3 years ago. Nothing on that. I just don't know what's going on over there. And to be honest, if James Gunn did step down with this Paramount merger that may or may not happen, who knows if it would be a good thing. I mean, the thing with this is James Gunn has gone in, and a lot of respect to him. I just want to say that straight off the bat. I think he's a very good director, and he's got style, and it works most of the time. I loved his Superman film. I thought it was amazing. I've got it on Blu-ray. Absolutely loved it. And I appreciate that he's trying to bring in smaller characters to like flesh out the universe. And I totally get that. However, when you've got characters like Creature Commandos, The Authority, Booster Gold, you want to do a Paradise Lost thing that's like Game of Thrones, you want to do Swamp Thing, you want to do Supergirl. I get you want to make these films about smaller characters. I really do, and I think it's really important. And DC's like smaller characters, quote unquote, are usually more interesting than Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. I think what James Gunn has to learn from the MCU, the Marvel Studios, they did the big hitters first. They did Captain America, Thor, Iron Man. They kind of got those out of the way. They earned the money, and then they were able to do the smaller projects, lesser known heroes, because they had made a good start with Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. So you can do Ironheart, you can do Echo, you can do, even Ant-Man to a degree, because you've already made big dollar with your Trinity. DCU, we've had Superman, yeah. Where's Wonder Woman? Where's Batman? Where are the big hitters that you know are going to make money? You can't be relying on Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, and then Supergirl, awful film. I just don't know what's happening over there. I really don't. Lanterns is premiering, as of recording, it's premiering tomorrow. So I'm really hoping it's good. Because, number one, James Gunn needs a win. Number two, DC fans need a win. It's not that hard, you know. DC have amazing characters with amazingly dark and deep storylines and characters and everything else. But why can no one just make a good movie out of that? I don't quite understand. But anyway, that's my 2 cents mini episode, I guess. Just this whole AI thing with Supergirl really shocked me, and it was I don't know. I think for a long time since James Gunn took over DC Studios, I've been like, yeah, come on, we can do it. Yeah, you've had a couple of rough hits, you know, you've taken it on the chin. Let's keep going. We'll see what happens. And I think Supergirl, I went and saw that in the cinema, and I was like, oh god, this is a bad movie. It's really not good. And then to see they used AI as well, it's... maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing if Paramount came in and got rid of them. I don't know. It just, I just watched the video where James Gunn initially announced Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, and he's talking about, we've been brought in to make it all interconnected and everything to flow and all to be this big fleshed out happy universe that works. None of it's working. None of it's working right now. I'm sorry, Superman was great, and I'm glad Man of Tomorrow's coming out, but, the arguments and, the blame game following Supergirl flopping, that's not a connected universe, that's not a connected studio. What's happening? Get a grip. It's a real shame, but I hope Lanterns is good, and it can pull it back and make some money, and I don't know. I think DC maybe need to not follow Marvel. Marvel very much does phases, and I think if James Gunn's wanting to release, all these random projects like Clayface and Swamp Thing and Lanterns and Superman and Supergirl, and then I don't know, Creature Commandos or whatever he does in the future, and he wants it all in one universe, that's fine and that's great, but I think just release the films. You don't have to copy Marvel. I think it'd be better if you didn't, to be honest, because you're not promising anything. You Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, you promised Swamp Thing, you promised The Authority, Waller. A lot of those have been cancelled or, put on production hold or whatever they call it. Just make a movie when you want to make a movie. Stop doing this thing. Sure, do a thing where you're like, in the next 5 years, we hope to start XYZ. This is where we are. This is where we aim to be in 5 years. Wait and see. I think he's trying to be Marvel, but what he really needs to be is, he needs to be James Gunn, and he needs to be transparent and just be like, listen, this is what we're working on for the next 5 years. I'm just going to make up titles. None of these have been, confirmed. We're going to be doing, Brave and the Bold at the moment. The script's been approved, and these are the people who have been cast, or we're at casting point now. We're planning Metal Men, that's in pre-production. It's going to be probably animated. We have no cast, we have no script. It's just something we're considering. And then this is what's coming out next month. Something like that. No, this is definitely what we're doing. Because it's just fucking disappointing, to be honest. And I don't understand why you can't get anything off the ground. Marvel aren't much better. Blade's just been cancelled over at Marvel, and that's not great. And the actor who was playing Blade has basically turned around and said if they wanted to do it, they could. And I think it's a kind of a similar situation with DC. If they really wanted to do a Booster Gold thing, I think they could. But maybe they're now realising, shit, we need to put money into big hitters and then do Booster Gold and smaller heroes later down the line. Which I hope they've realised, because it's such a basic thing. At the end of the day, it's a money game, this. It's all based off of the projects you're getting are based off how much money they make. And if Superman makes close to $1 billion, that can go into making Superman 2, which will make another $1 billion or whatever, and then another project as well. I don't know. I just wanted to rant, to be honest. That's my 2 cents. We'll see what happens. This has been like a mini episode of Craft Beer Comics, I guess. No one's asked for it, but I was just so annoyed by the AI thing. I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to get my thoughts out. But there we go. There's an incoherent ramble about the current state of DC Studios.